Wealth is not a matter of luck. It is the result of discipline, wisdom, and patient action. Ancient teachings from Babylon, combined with the unwavering calm of the Stoics, show you how to achieve true abundance, both internally and externally. Imagine navigating life untouched by temptations while your wealth steadily grows, not by chance, but by smart decisions. In a world full of quick wins and empty promises, you will learn how true masters build their wealth, with calmness, knowledge, and unwavering discipline. Welcome to Stoic Times, your channel for more calmness, self-control, and happiness in life. Subscribe now and hit the bell for more enriching content. Leave a comment with the word Babylon or share your thoughts, and don't forget to check out our shop at stoicsm.de. Thank you. Chapter 1. The Golden Rules of Wealth. Discipline as the Foundation. Prosperity begins with a simple but powerful truth: discipline. In the ancient city of Babylon, Arkad wasn't the richest man because of luck or the best opportunities. He became wealthy because he understood something many ignore. The key to wealth is sacrificing today for a secure tomorrow. Save a portion of everything you earn. This rule sounds simple, but in practice, it demands a virtue cherished by both Stoics and the wise of Babylon: self-control. It's easy to be distracted by temptations and instant rewards. However, the Stoic knows that true happiness and inner peace aren't found in fleeting pleasures, but in mastering one's desires. Arkad advised saving at least 10% of your income. At its core, this is an act of control, taking charge of your spending and resisting unnecessary desires. As the Stoic Marcus Aurelius taught, there are only a few things we truly control, and how we manage our resources is one of them. But discipline doesn't stop at saving. It requires you to cultivate patience. In a world promising quick gains, the wise know that wealth grows like a tree, slowly and steadily, nourished by patience and wise decisions. Wealth and wisdom are twins that thrive together. Just as Stoicism teaches you to remain calm in the face of challenges, Arkad's lessons guide you through the temptations of excess. Start by disciplining your approach to money, and you will reap not only financial wealth but also inner peace. It's not the size of your income, but the mastery of your spending that paves the way to true abundance. Chapter 2. The Stoic Approach to Money. Spend mindfully. Building wealth is an art. It starts with a simple, often neglected insight: spend less than you earn. This rule, as old as Babylon itself, is also the core of Stoic wisdom. To spend mindfully means resisting the temptations of the moment and recognizing the value of saving. How often have you felt the urge to own something immediately? A new object, a fleeting joy. But the Stoic understands that true satisfaction doesn't lie in things, but in mastering one's desires. Choose wisely what you truly need, Marcus Aurelius would say. Every unnecessary purchase is a burden, a chain tying you to a fleeting moment. Arkad of Babylon taught that only 1/10 of your income should be saved. But it's not just saving that moves you forward, it's the conscious decision to control your expenses. Wealth doesn't come from what you earn, but from what you keep. And just as the Stoic seeks balance in all things, you should seek balance in your spending. Every penny saved is a step toward freedom. As the Stoics teach, true freedom lies in independence from external things. Financial freedom isn't achieved through blind earning, but through mindful consumption. Consumption isn't your enemy, as long as you control it, not the other way around. The decision to spend less is not a sacrifice, but a gain. You buy yourself time, peace, and security. This inner peace that Marcus Aurelius sought can also be found in how you manage your money. Learn to value less, and you will never suffer lack. In a world driven by quick consumption, be the rock, steady, unmoved, because you have mastered your desires. Your wealth grows not through more possessions, but through fewer desires. Chapter 3. Invest wisely. Patience is the key to success. In the quiet patience of waiting, a powerful truth is hidden. As the Stoic knows, true strength doesn't come from hasty actions, but from careful, steady progress. The same applies to wealth. The value of wise investments lies not in quick gains, but in slow, secure growth. It's about having the patience to let the fruits of your decisions ripen. Arcad, the richest man in Babylon, taught, "Let your money work for you." This lesson isn't just a call to accumulate capital, it's about seeing the bigger picture. Every coin you invest wisely becomes your servant. It works for you day and night, earning interest and growth without further effort on your part. The challenge lies in not being seduced by greed. Quick wins come to those who risk much, but they lose just as quickly. The Stoic philosopher reminds us that in life, as in financial matters, patience and foresight are the key virtues. Don't expect immediate results. Expect wealth to grow slowly, like a tree whose roots dig deep into the earth before its branches reach the sky. There are no shortcuts to wealth. Investments in hasty ventures promising quick profit often end in loss. Be as wise as the Stoic and ask yourself, is this a decision that will last in the long term? Will I look back in 10 years and know that I acted wisely? Investing is more than a financial act. It reflects your own patience and ability to prioritize the future over the present. You sow today so that you may reap tomorrow. Patience is the path to true wealth, and as the philosophers of Babylon and the Stoics taught, it is the key to a peaceful, prosperous life. Chapter 4. Education is the best investment, the pursuit of wisdom. Wealth doesn't begin with gold, but with knowledge. In the darkness of ignorance, even great fortunes are short-lived. The wisest minds, whether in Babylon or ancient Rome, understood that true security doesn't lie in money, but in wisdom. Invest in yourself first, was Arcad's guiding principle. It's knowledge that determines the true value of your wealth. Imagine sitting in a room full of opportunities. Before you lie books, ancient scrolls, each containing the key to your prosperity. But without understanding their contents, these keys are useless. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic, spent his life searching for wisdom, knowing that the greatest weapon against fate is understanding. Without education, we are like ships drifting on an open sea without a compass. Arcad taught us that before you invest in any venture, you must first understand it. Knowledge is the foundation of every wise decision. It protects you from mistakes and gives you the confidence to make the right choices. In Stoicism, self-awareness is central. You cannot preserve external wealth if you don't learn the internal lessons. But the path to wisdom requires patience and dedication. It's not a quick gain, but a steady process. You accumulate knowledge as a tree digs its roots deep into the earth. With every new piece of insight, you strengthen your foundation, making yourself less vulnerable to external fluctuations and false promises. Even today, the principle remains. If you want to increase your wealth, invest first in your own abilities. The more you learn, the better you'll recognize which opportunities hold true value and which are merely illusions. Investing wisely in education brings not only wealth, but also the freedom to shape your life on your own terms. In this wisdom lies true security. Chapter 5. The Stoic Approach to Debt. Free yourself from unnecessary burden. Debt is like invisible chains. They bind you to the ground while you strive for freedom and prosperity. Both Arcad from Babylon and the Stoics understood that debt is not just a financial burden, but also a mental one. You can't think freely when you're weighed down by debt. Like a slave bound to his master, the debtor loses his independence. Marcus Aurelius would advise you to control your external circumstances as much as you can. Debt is a condition you can overcome through smart decisions. Arcad taught that you can only build wealth once you first pay off your debts. This is not just about financial freedom, but also about freeing your mind. The path out of debt is a gradual process. Start by facing your obligations. Many run away from their debts, hoping they'll disappear. But as the Stoic philosophers taught, avoidance is never the solution. Instead, you need courage and discipline. Begin by eliminating small debts first, slowly working your way towards clearing larger burdens. Discipline is key. Arcad spoke of not dedicating more than 20% of your income to debt repayment. This allows you to maintain enough room to continue living your life while progressively working toward freedom. The Stoic knows that freedom, whether mental or financial, is achieved not by fleeing, but by confronting challenges head-on. Paying off debt isn't just a financial act, it's an act of self-respect. It means reclaiming control over your life. Each step you take toward being debt-free is a step toward inner peace and calm. Let the chains fall. Like a Stoic, remain steadfast and determined. The freedom you seek lies in the discipline you cultivate. Chapter 6. The Power of Giving. Why Generosity Creates Wealth. True wealth is not about what you accumulate, but what you share. In the stillness of reflection, Marcus Aurelius recognized that the purpose of life is not in possession, but in service. Arcad taught that wealth doesn't grow through selfishness, but through generosity. There is a paradox in wealth. The more you give, the richer you become. Generosity is not just a gesture. It is a decision that shows you rise above the desire for short-term gain. You understand that what you give does not make you poorer, but roots you more deeply in the community. In giving, there is strength. The strength to forego wealth to create a greater value. The Stoics taught that our true possession lies not in material things, but in our virtue, in our ability to help others. Babylon, the city of the wealthy, knew that a fortune without community is meaningless. Arcad shared his wisdom with those who knew less, and through this generosity, his wealth grew, in both spirit and gold. The Stoic knows that the path to fulfillment does not lie in isolation. Wealth only gains meaning when it is shared. But generosity doesn't only mean financial donations. It means giving your time, your knowledge, and your energy. It's the act of helping others carry their burdens. In every society, it is the givers who lay the foundation of prosperity. As Arcad realized, what you give returns to you many times over. In a world striving for more, be the one willing to have less to give others more. For in this act of letting go, true freedom is found, and in generosity, true wealth. As the Stoics taught, true power lies in letting go and helping others. The wealth that grows from this virtue is immeasurable, not just in material terms, but in the fulfillment that only giving can bring. Chapter 7. Stay vigilant, guarding against false promises. Wealth may grow, but with it also comes the temptation of greed. It's the sweet words of quick gains that deceive the unprepared mind. Arcad, the wise man of Babylon, always warned of the dangers hidden behind false promises. Similarly, Marcus Aurelius reminded us that true strength lies not just in action, but in endurance, in remaining vigilant against what can poison our minds. In the world of wealth, nothing is as dangerous as the illusion of effortless success. Tempting offers that promise riches without effort often lead to ruin. You must stand as a guard at the gates of your fortune. Each step, each investment, must be chosen with care. Arcad knew, any gold earned quickly vanishes just as fast. The Stoic knows that true control lies in recognizing and resisting the temptations of the world. These temptations often come in the form of false advisors, greedy opportunists hoping to profit from your downfall. But it's your task to remain wise, to keep your mind clear and unwavering. Greed is the creeping illness that causes you to risk too much without considering the consequences. It lures with the promise of wealth, but behind it hides loss. The wise person takes the time to weigh risks, to stay informed, and to avoid rushing into decisions. As the Stoic tempers emotions, so you must temper your greed to make sound financial choices. Remain steady, like a rock amidst a stormy sea. The dangers may come, but if you maintain discipline and vigilance, your wealth will remain secure. Wealth doesn't grow through risk, but through wisdom and patience. Every gain promised to you without effort is one you should view with the greatest caution. In calmness lies strength. Your wealth grows when you stay vigilant, act wisely, and avoid the temptations of quick gains. Like a Stoic, you navigate through the storms and reach the shore of true wealth. Closing thoughts. Wealth is more than gold or riches. It's the embodiment of wisdom, patience, and discipline. Arcad and the Stoic philosophers have shown us that the pursuit of inner and outer abundance go hand in hand. You've seen the path paved with self-control, generosity, and mindfulness. But the most important lesson remains. True freedom isn't found in accumulating possessions, but in mastering your own desires and actions. Wealth, guided by wisdom, will endure. Continue on this path, become a master of your decisions, both in financial and personal matters. Use the Stoics' journal to reflect on your journey and put these teachings into practice. Until next time on Stoic Times.